Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. You are watching WEML-TV, Channel 77. I am your host, Mr. Eric Lima. And you're watching episode 310 of the show. It is June 18, 2021, Friday night, 10:41 p.m. What's going on? This will be my last video for tonight because I got to get some sleep, get up early. Tomorrow is Saturday. Big day ahead of us. And ahead of me, ahead of my family, everything else in between, just to, I want to get this thing done and over with. This is episode 310. Just finished watching SmackDown in 205 Live. And SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Hell in a Cell. Rey Mysterio could not wait till Sunday to take on Roman Reigns after what happened last week when Roman Reigns tossed Dominic out in the ring, powerbombed him to the floor. Rey Mysterio was very, very upset, visibly and rightfully so, and wants Roman Reigns in the matchup. But then he talked about what happened to his son, Dominic, and calls out Roman Reigns for the match. Roman Reigns comes out, said, "Hey, I tried to be, diplomatic and everything else. We tried doing it. Now you do it my way." And then Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns walk back. And the first matchup of the night is a tag team matchup. Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz took on Big E and Kevin Owens. And before the matchup, Caleb Braxton did interview Big E and Kevin Owens and they're confident in winning the tag team matches. But that bearded Junior Healy goofball, curly-headed idiot, redheaded stepchild, Mr. Sami Zayn, shows up again, which jeez. I know he's trying to save the outside the ring and outside his persona. He tries to save humanity, which is a really cool, respectful thing. But I don't care about. Oh, let me look at me! I'm Sami Zayn. I'm gonna walk like and dance like an idiot. I dance worse than that, Sami Zayn. Sheepish. And Sami Zayn was calling commentary, annoying everybody, including Michael Cole. It's conspiracy this, conspiracy that. Conspiracy. You know what happened? Hey! And then he decided to distract Kevin Owens, and it cost him and Big E the tag team matchup. And then, after getting hit by the Nigerian nail twice by Commander Aziz, Caleb Braxton's trying to interview Sami Zayn. Because Sami Zayn's, look what I did. What I did. It's karma, right? Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville were talking about the match, talking about the Hell in a Cell matches and everything else. And big matches. And all of a sudden, Kevin Owens walks in, tries to breathe, says, "I want Sami." Adam Pearce says, "I'll make it official. You and Sami, Hell in a Cell this Sunday." So there's that. Then there was a battle for the crown. Rick Boogs comes out to introduce Shinsuke Nakamura. And the dude wails on the guitar. Pat McAfee goes nuts as usual. You gotta love it. You got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it, homie. You got to love it. And then the two fought. It was an excellent matchup. Clean matchup because Rick Boogs did not get involved. But in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura came out with a Kinshasa. And then 1, 2, 3. And Shinsuke Nakamura is now the new king of the ring in 2021. Good way to come back with a crowd and have Shinsuke Nakamura, and Rick Boogs puts the crown on his head. So Shinsuke Nakamura is the new king, or I like to call him Shinsuke Nakamura. Kind of catchy, isn't it? It says Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura. The king of the king Shasa. There's another one right there. The King Shasa. Is that the King Shasa? The King Shasa. And you got Rick Boobs. Rick Boogs, his Royal Rocker. There you go. I love Rick Boogs. He's the man. Oh, man. Can't get enough of Rick Boogs, man. But I've always liked Shinsuke Nakamura does this thing, man. He's so cool. He's so awesome. Loves his Kinshasa. He's the first Asian-born superstar to become the Intercontinental Champion, mind you. First Japanese superstar to capture the title, even. That's really cool. In the WWE. I mean, and he's the only man. Besides Jericho, he's the only Japanese superstar to be IWGP and WWE Intercontinental Champion. Jericho, though, was the first person to pull it off. Might I digress? Moving on, we're not talking about Jericho. We're talking about Shinsuke Nakamura, Shin's King Nakamura, the master of the King Shasa. I should tweet that to Corey Graves. That was something. Cause I know he likes to get Kinshasa. I say it's the King Shasa. Could be something here. You have Shin's King Nakamura with the King Shasa. I love it. Man, it's good to come up with a joke before bedtime, let me tell you. Then Bianca Belair shows up and cuts a promo on Bayley after the heated rivalry they have. So Bianca Belair says, "Oh, we'll raise the stakes. Not only I want the title match, but I want it inside the Hell in the Cell." Bayley comes out. Both ladies start fighting, and Bayley comes out in the end, stepping on the hair of an unconscious Bianca Belair, holding the women's title up. Looks like Bayley accepts. So that's another match that's going to happen on the card. And then Roman Reigns was about to prepare for his matchup. Jimmy Uso walks in and said, "Hey," Roman Reigns says, "What's your brother?" He says, I tried to contact him and I, well, make this right with your brother. Find your brother. I need your brother. We need your brother. So Jimmy Uso says, "I'll do that." And Roman Reigns says, "I gotta handle my business with Rey Mysterio." Then they had supposed to have a matchup between Angelo Dawkins and Otis, who is now beard-free, clean-shaven Otis. He looked very mean. It's like, where's that fun-loving Otis who loves his peach, Mandy Rose? Although Mandy Rose is undergoing the same attitude, so to speak. So I think they should be still together. But you know what, though? Otis's new look and new attitude just really makes him more dangerous. Kind of reminds me a lot of Vader now. And they just busted up Angelo Dawkins, who was all taped up. There was no matchup because Chad Gable slapped him across the face, and then everything in between. They were double teaming him. So in the end, there was no match. Dawkins was brutalized by Otis and Gable. I wouldn't see this feud between the Street Profits and the Alpha Academy be over any time soon. It's going to be a little crazy. Then Kayla Braxton had a sit-down interview with Cesaro, and just in that Cesaro and Seth Rollins will go one-on-one in Hell in a Cell, and saying, Cesaro had designs. He was about to focus and move forward, but he ended up, and then Seth Rollins keeps interrupting the whole thing. He interrupts Cesaro, saying, and then Cesaro says, "I respect you," and everything else, but I'll see you Sunday. Pushes the chair, knocks him right over. Mind games from Cesaro, gotta love it. You love to see it. So there's that the case. And the Universal title is on the line in the Hell in a Cell matchup. Roman Reigns went one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. This matchup, Rey Mysterio came out of the gate, firing on all cylinders, attacking Roman Reigns with a steel chair. But it went back and forth until Roman Reigns conquered in the end. Did a reverse guillotine submission hold, and Rey Mysterio tapped out of it. So I thought it was very, very interesting. But in the end, Jimmy Uso came in the ring, lifted up Roman's wrists, and then Roman Reigns continued to attack on Rey Mysterio while Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman watched. So it seems to me Jimmy Uso's on board, and now if we get Jey Uso back on track, I think the bloodline will never be stopped. The question is, who's going to stop the bloodline? We will never No. Let's go move over to 205 Live. Two great matches on the card featuring newcomers to the Cruiserweight Division. This first match, Asher Hale and Grayson Waller. And Grayson Waller did win in the end. He's from New South Wales. I think it's in Australia, I believe. And then playing mind games with Asher Hale in the end. But August Gray was kind of a promo how he defeated Arya Daivari and it's over. And he almost issued a challenge to Kushida, but Daivari interrupts him, and he said, "Really, it's not over till I say it's over." He says, "I'm going to go take a ringside seat, so you don't know, so you don't believe that Tony Nese will beat Ikemen Jiro by himself." He's like, "I know he can." So Ikemen Jiro and Tony Nese both show up. Ikemen Jiro, this guy, you talk about Mr. Hughes wrestles with his shades on. This guy wrestles with his coat on. Ikemen Jiro. But he got the job done in the end. It was a hard-fought matchup. Jiro got the victory. Ikemen Jiro, future Cruiserweight champion. I'm calling it right now. Ikemen Jiro will walk out as Cruiserweight champion for sure. So, that's it for the final SmackDown before and final 205 Live before Hell in a Cell. So I'm going to run you down the card. There's 6 matches on the card for Hell in a Cell. There's 3 title matches. 2 of them are inside the Hell in a Cell match. WWE title on line. Lashley to defend against McIntyre, and if McIntyre loses, he can never get a shot again as long as Lashley's champion. SmackDown Women's title will be on the line inside the Hell in a Cell. Bianca Belair to defend against Rhea Ripley. Raw Women's Championship on the line, not a Hell in a Cell matchup, a regular matchup. Rhea Ripley to defend against Charlotte Flair. Another women's match. Alexa Bliss goes one-on-one with Shayna Baszler. That's going to be an interesting matchup. And 2 matches recently added. Kevin Owens goes one-on-one with Sami Zayn, and Cesaro go one-on-one with Seth Rollins. Going to be 2 more great matches overall. And one more bit of news I'd like to say. I just got word, according to Farm107.com, that the time for the Wellness Festival has been extended. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wellness Festival at Butler Park will be going till 8 o'clock this year. So that's not bad. So what happened was the Board of Health wanted to step in and was concerned about the COVID situation. And because they're at 9 o'clock, and I think the dummies forgot to realize that everything in Massachusetts has been lifted. And so, some people commented that COVID had nothing to do with it. But then they fought tooth and nail. It will be till 8 o'clock this year at the Whalen City Festival. So that's not bad, with all things considered. And so, shout out to President Mike Sylvia. Thank you very much, Mike, for fighting for the people of New Bedford. A lot of respect for you, and a lot of French, a lot of awesomeness. And I hopefully to see you guys at the Whalen City Festival. To my local friends out there, probably the biggest event of the year. So the biggest event of the year. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. And we'll see what happens in the meantime, in between time. So tomorrow, 2 videos will be coming up. One video will be about the Hell in a Cell, my PTW wrestling predictions for that. And 2, the Saturday Super Starcade, where I play Donkey Kong 3 to complete the Donkey Kong arcade trilogy. So it'll be, and yes, I do have the arcade version of Donkey Kong 3 for the Nintendo Switch system, under the arcade archives. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So that's all the time we have on the show. I will upload this video, and then once I do that, it's nighty-night time for me. So, and also tomorrow I'll be watching AEW Dynamite on a wrestling streaming site, and so I will give you that recap as well. All right, peace, love, and bless out.